The presidency has declined to comment on an international report that Mandela has undergone an operation and an armed man has held up a jewelry exhibition in the French Riviera city of Cannes. Ambosisiwa Khadebe with the latest news update. The presidency has declined to comment on an international report that former President Nelson Mandela has undergone an operation. Presidential spokesperson Mac Maharaj refuses to confirm the report on CBS. The U.S. news network says Mandela underwent a surgical procedure to unblock a dialysis tube on Friday, just before marking his 7th week at the Pretoria Mediclinic Heart Hospital. Maharaj says Madiba is still critical and stable, but there is some improvement, reiterating comments of the last few weeks. Maharaj also says he's not aware of any recent scares after CBS claimed that the global icon had given his doctors 2 scares in the past few days. The city of Cape Town has officially announced its intention to rename Vanguard Drive as Jakes Gerwel Boulevard. Professor Gerwel, who passed away last year, played a major role in guiding the Mandela Rhodes Foundation's program to develop future leaders. The foundation has announced during its 10th anniversary celebrations that it has exceeded targets by awarding 200 Mandela Rhodes scholarships to people from 17 African countries. Mayor Patricia de Lille says the city recognizes the contribution of the late Professor Gerwel.
The whole idea of the scholarship was started and was pioneered by Professor Jakes Gerwel, and everybody's grateful for what he has done. The Mandela Rhodes Scholarship, 10 years old, you've seen the results. If those are going to be the future leaders of Africa, I've got lots of hope for our continent. That is why it's so important that the city of Cape Town also associate ourselves with this wonderful initiative.
The DA says the money that the National Youth Development Agency is allocated should instead be spent on programs that make a real impact on people's lives. The party's youth leader, Mbali Ntuli, says the agency is in complete disarray following serious allegations of financial misconduct by the agency's board. The Auditor General gave the agency a damning opinion last year, including irregular expenditure to the tune of 133 million in the 2011-2012 financial year. Duli has called on President Jacob Zuma to scrap the agency, which she says is not serving its intended purpose. And lastly, an armed man has held up a jewelry exhibition in the French Riviera city of Cannes, making away with jewels worth an estimated 40 million euros or over 420 million rand. Authorities said the hold-up took place in broad daylight at the Carlton Hotel in Cannes. During this year's Cannes Film Festival in May, thieves stole jewelry worth $1.4 million or over 13 million rand. That robbery took place in the hotel room of an American woman, employee of Swiss jeweler Chopard, while she was out for the evening. Catch the latest news on the hour on SABC radio stations and on Newsbreak Option 1.